Welcome to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show. Today we're going to make pumpkin soup because it's fall. Those nights are getting chilly and you need something nice and warm and comforting to warm up your belly. So pumpkin soup it is. We're just going to get right into it. And if you want the full recipe, check the details below. There will be a link onto my website where I have all of my recipes. So we're going to start with 1 onion, and I just loosely chopped it. And we're going to fry the onion until it's just translucent, so just a few minutes. Get that frying. And what I have here, I've got a pumpkin pie pumpkin. These are just little mini pumpkins that I think the flesh might be just a tad bit sweeter and maybe a bit more full of flavor than the big pumpkins that you get for carving. You can use those too, but I think this just has a better flavor. So I've already halved 2 of these and I put it in the oven on 350 for about 30 minutes. And I just set them on parchment paper or baking paper, like with the stem up, so the open side facing down because it kind of steams it from the inside. And you bake that for 30 minutes and then you scoop it out. So I have 2 pumpkins worth of puree. And you could also use the canned pumpkin, and I'm guessing it would take about 4 cans of canned pumpkin, and this recipe makes 4 servings. So if you only want 2 servings, maybe just 1 pumpkin or 2 cans of pumpkin puree. So we're just going to keep sauteing the onion, and you're going to need to have a soup pot ready. Okay, now that your onions are cooked, we're going to stick them in. I've got my Magic Bullet cup here. Or you could just use a regular blender. Just gonna stick this in the blender. Oops, got onion falling all over the place. Okay. Those little bits there, I don't want to get any of it. And we're gonna put just a little bit of the veggie broth, and I've got an organic low sodium veggie broth here. Or you can use homemade. I try to use my own homemade, but I didn't have any made up at this time, so I'm going to use a little bit of this just to get our onions blended. It's because this is a creamy pumpkin soup. We don't need any chunks of onion in there. Just going to blitz it. Okay, that's good enough. And we're just going to pour it into our pan. Okay, we're going to put the pumpkin puree in there too. Okay, and I'm going to move this up to my front burner. It's a little bigger. Okay. And then I'm going to pour the rest of the veggie broth in there. So this is 1 liter of veggie broth. Okay, there we go. And here I have a half a can of light coconut milk. You can use the full-bodied coconut milk, but we're trying to cut down on calories a bit right now, so we're going to use the light, and it's a half can. Put it in there. And in here I have onion powder. I buy onion powder in bulk from iHerb.com, and I'll give you that link below. So we're going to put a teaspoon of onion powder and a teaspoon of Bragg's liquid amino acids, because that's going to give us some more of the salty flavor. And give it a stir. And we're going to cook this on medium heat for about 20 minutes. And then your soup is ready. Okay, our pumpkin soup is ready. Now it's just down to the taste. See how rich and creamy that looks? Delicious. That is so delicious. I did have to add a bit more Bragg's liquid amino acids. It's more like a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon, just to give it a little bit more saltiness. Pumpkins tend to be a little bit bland, so you might need to add a little extra to your stew. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.